Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. 안녕하세요. My friends, the question we've been asking is how can we convince more people to join Rotary? After decades of asking the same question and ending up with the same results, I'm beginning to think we're asking the wrong question. What if instead we ask, how do people want to serve? People are eager to serve. They understand that serving others is fulfilling, brings joy, and gives hope to their fellow human beings. But when people tell us how they want to serve, we are not listening. We are not adapting. And for membership to grow, we need to adapt. I totally agree with President-elect Mario. The membership must be our number one priority. Yes. Now, Mario and I both come from the corporate world. Mario might be a lawyer, but I do not hold that against him. In the corporate world, when sales are declining, companies adapt and embrace change. They change strategically by listening to their customers. The sporting goods brand Adidas is an excellent example. In the early years, Adidas mostly sold shoes and sports equipment. But by the 1990s, sales had continued to slip. So Adidas went to their customers and landed on the right question to ask. What do sports mean to you? What do sports mean to you? Rather than what kind of sports shoes and equipment you want. They discovered that healthy fitness is the desire of the customers. Adidas listened and adapted and began to produce jogging wear and fitness gear that their customers wanted. Today, Adidas remains one of the most well-known and successful activewear brands in the world. The lesson here is to listen to the customer. Of course, in Rotary, we must listen not only to the Rotary members around the world, but to non-Rotarian members and prospective members as well. Then, once we have listened, we must go further still. We must adapt and give the prospective members the opportunity to serve and lead on their terms. Make no mistake, this is not an easy task, but we are members of Rotary. We can take on any challenge, right? Thank you. My dear President-elect Mario's classmates, you have proven your leadership by coming to this, becoming to DGEs and coming to IA. And I want to congratulate you for your accomplishments. But the true test of your leadership and resolve has only just begun. I will never forget the first time my resolve as a Rotarian was truly tested. In August 2006, I led a group of Rotarians for the second Keep Mongolia Green project, which aimed to combat desertification in the Gobi Desert. We were on the road when something punctured the tire of the car in front of mine. the car dipped into the ditch and flipped over several times. A Rotarian, Min Dong-an, was in the back of the seat of that car. His back was broken. He was in critical condition and had to be flown back to Korea to undergo a life-saving operation. Thankfully, the operation was successful, but I felt responsible because I organized the trip. I felt such a remorse that I could not even bring myself to face his wife. My shame was so great that I told myself the only way to take responsibility was to resign from Rotary completely. So I gathered what courage I could and visited An in the ICU to tell him that. What happened next? I reached out to hold An's hand, but before I could say anything, he said in a throaty voice, barely audible, said, "Please promise me you will make the project a success." You know, I could not believe what I was hearing. He was telling me to service above and beyond myself. The only thing I could do was respond, "Yes, yes, I will." As I left An's ICU, I could feel my hair rising as I found myself repeating, "I shall make it a success." You know, within a few minutes, my resolve to resign from Rotary vanished like a smoke in the air. I had changed. I had adapted to a new calling. My resolve to leave Rotary had been replaced with my new life purpose, to honor An's request to see the Keep Mongolia Green project through to completion. In total, I have visited Mongolia 33 times in the 8 years I served as the co-chair of the project. What drove me to be committed as a Rotarian was a promise to a fellow Rotarian. And now, here I stand, humbly accept the position of President nominee of Rotary International. Thank you. My dear district governors-elect, today we're faced with a great challenge, the need to adapt our service model to the needs and wants of our current members and those we wish to join us, the very future of Rotary. So before we ask prospective members to join, let us first ask them how they want to serve and invite them to participate in service activities. Once they experience the joy of service with Rotary, they will be more likely to see the value of becoming members themselves. So, and together, we shall strive boldly into the future, committed to each other, committed to serving others, and committed to Rotary. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.